You know, Cancer, that something affected you so much, especially over the last 7 or 8 months. You were persistently worrying about something. And what happened to you within the last 7 or 8 months, you know, it just kind of brought such a big problem and big issue into your life, because you kind of like weren't able to kind of move forward with your life until this is resolved. So there is going to be such a good message, an important message that you're going to have within the first 11 days of April, like, oh my God. And this message, I mean, this is going to mean to you so much. This is going to be really personal to you, and you will know that some kind of issue and problem is going to slowly but surely come to an end. And this in itself is going to be so important, because this preoccupied you so much over the last 7 or 8 months. You've been preoccupied so much, so you would start to think about, this is what I want to do, this is what I'm going to do, this is my next step, and then suddenly something just pulls you down, something just brings you down. So this is what what a heavy impact on your life this actually made. And this happens when we are kind of terribly kind of worried about something so much. So this has been kind of, this took over your life within the last 7 or 8 months, whether you believe this or not. Within the first 11 days of April, you will know how much this affected you only when you become aware of this message, that you're actually information that you're actually going to have. At that moment in time, you will know that also certain things are going to start moving on slowly but surely towards the right direction. But then on another hand, you're going to be able to do something really big. You're going to be able to make this a really important decision, which is in itself going to literally slowly but surely again transform your life in the best possible way. Because it's not only you were preoccupied by this, you were also, you know, this created a huge obstacle in your life, where, as I said, you know, brought like a lack of determination and direction, and it made you feel kind of narrow-minded at a time when you shouldn't have been narrow-minded. So this is why this is so important, because it's bringing focus back into your lives, like literally. And especially when it comes to the last 7 days of April, not only this is when you're going to start to live again, but at the same time you're going to become aware of these events that are going to just make you feel alive again, that you will want to be part of, you need to be part of. And this is when you're going to realize that you are tapping into something really important. But it's not only that, all this that happened now, it's actually going to contribute towards your own clarity, towards your own sharpness, towards your own focus, that at the end of April you are really going to make this focus, it's going to make you aware of a very wise choice which you would otherwise missed, that you are going to come across completely out of the blue within the last few days of April. There is going to be this choice that you're going to become aware of, and otherwise you wouldn't normally kind of become aware of this whatsoever, because you wouldn't have been ready, because karma wouldn't allow you. So now this is about to change. So normally you would be completely indecisive with what you're actually going to be facing at around the end of April, and this is going to bring you focus when it comes to you being indecisive, but it's at the same time going to help you to reconnect yourself with your spirituality. So now suddenly you're also going to start feeling like, oh my God, why haven't I done this for such a long time? Something spiritual, you know. And there are going to be lots of ideas that you're going to have. Or maybe I want to smudge my home with a dry sage. Maybe I want to kind of use certain crystals. And you're going to be surprised where this is coming from. But then again, this was all kind of waiting, you know, for this time to come, so this can kind of take over. This is brilliant, because at the same time you kind of, it's going to help you to be very firm when you're facing the challenge at the end of the month. But then it's all going to lead towards such an absolutely incredible moment in so many different ways, my gorgeous Cancerini, indeed. And you know, it's like a very important conversation. It's also going to happen this month, you and somebody else. Somebody who's like maybe your partner, maybe your family member, maybe your best friend, but very, very important conversation is going to take place. You and somebody else, you're going to be talking to somebody else how much you want to achieve something and how much you want to change certain aspects about your life. But most certainly, it's all about you deciding to do something in your future. This is going to be so important to you, because at the same time you're doing what you always wanted to do, but you're laying down some very powerful and solid foundations here. This in itself is really kind of going to be so important for you, because trust me, already by the end of July 2023, yes, I said by the end of July 2023, you're already going to have a massive, solid reason for celebration. So you also have a time span here, how long it's actually something going to take. Absolutely remarkable indeed. And also, my gorgeous Cancerini, when it comes to nutrition and when it comes to health, okay, so when it comes to nutrition, and no, before I go to nutrition and before I go to health, I forgot to say I didn't say what your number is going to be when it comes to numerology. When it comes to numerology, your number is going to be number 444. You know that this is the highly spiritual number. You know that this is highly angelic number. You know that. And that means that, you know, throughout this month, you are going to have such a remarkable signs that you need to pay attention to. But there are 3 specific days. There are 3 specific days I need you to pay attention to. 3 specific days. Please, for the love of God, do this for me. On the 4th of April, 14th of April, and the 24th of April. You've got 3 4s now. Again, pay attention to these 3 days. These 3 days are going to be completely different from one another, but there are 3 completely different signs that you are going to have that are going to lead towards completely the same thing. And these 3 different signs are clearly going to show you and direct you what you should be focusing on at this stage of your life. It's going to come through signs, it's going to come through you feeling optimistic, it's going to come through you feeling passionate, and it's going to come through you kind of feeling how much you want to tap into something. This is also important. Find out more about something. This is also important when it comes to you, like kind of like tapping into the certain dimensions which are going to bring you and show you an untapped potential which is waiting for you to be discovered. Like, oh my God. And also, my gorgeous Cancerini, what else I was going to say, when it comes to nutrition and health, I highly recommend you to take a natural vitamin D3 supplement, which is going to help you to boost your immune system, but it's also going to be so beneficial for your sensitive bones, alongside a natural zinc picolinate, which is a perfect combination with vitamin D3 to boost your immune system. And also at the same time, I need you to take organic chlorella, which is superb natural supplement rich in protein and omega-3 essential fatty acids, which our body cannot produce by itself, but it's essential for our mind, for our brain, for our memory. It even makes us feel good. And on top of that, it's organic chlorella. It's brilliant to detoxify our body from the dangerous metals. And nowadays, the dangerous metals are everywhere. So this is natural vitamin D3. This is zinc picolinate. And this is organic chlorella. Okay, if you're on any other medications, if you're pregnant, if you're breastfeeding, you just need to check with your doctor. You just need to check with your GP. Only your doctor or GP can tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications or not. And this is obviously my own brand, which I highly recommend you, because these are free from any rubbish, any unnecessary ingredients, and they're made with exceptional quality ingredients indeed. And also, if you would like to buy them, the link is going to be in the description below. Just click on the name of this video and it's going to expand, or you simply go on Google and just type in Sasha Bonasin vitamins and my page is going to come up that way as well. So now, my gorgeous Cancerini, the very first date that I need you to pay attention to, it's actually going to be on the 2nd of April. On the 2nd of April, you're going to wake up and there is some kind of problem and issue going to be on your mind that you completely forgot about it. Some kind of problem, some kind kind of issue, blast from the past, which now suddenly you're going to be reminded of. And that was such a problem that you did not even want to think about this. This was huge. This was very, very annoying, very huge. And I think that you decided to suppress that problem in order to deal with it in that way and that moment in time. So you forgot about it because you didn't even like thinking about it. But this is going to keep on coming back, because now karmically you need to deal with this, because I'm sorry, but it's an important part of your spiritual journey. So this is going to keep on coming back until you deal with it. And this is what I was trying to explain to you, that every single night we sleep, we dream every night, but we don't necessarily remember. And also we have the astral projections every night, but we don't necessarily remember. I thought some kind of bag is walking here or something, but we don't necessarily remember. But what we do remember is specific things, specific words, specific guidance, specific directions. These are very sacred things that are part of our internal guidance. So suddenly what is going to be on your mind, this problem that you're going to be reminded of, and what is going to be really wonderful is how different you're going to feel. You're going to feel like, I can't wait to take this on. And this is what the power and the magic of April is going to bring you. You're going to rejuvenate. You're going to start rejuvenating from the beginning of April, just like how the nature goes. We go with the nature, indeed. And at the same time, April, May, June, and July are going to be remarkable for you in general, my gorgeous Cancerini. But this is when things are going to start. This is when things are going to begin. So as soon as you're reminded of this problem or this issue, like you just kind of like going to be surprised like how positive you feel, and you will see, you're going to start thinking about it and see where this is going to take you. The problem that was there for absolute years is actually going to go away within exactly 23 days after this moment in time. The problem that was there for years is going to literally disappear within the next 23 days, as long as you acknowledge this and see what you feel like it's the first step that you should kind of do towards doing something with it. What would be the first step? That's all you need to do, my gorgeous Cancerini, indeed. The second important date is going to be on the 5th of April. Now there is someone very beautiful person in your life, somebody very loyal to you, very beautiful, very gorgeous, very honest. I really love this person so much. And this is someone in your life, whether this is like a best friend, whether this is a family member, but this is somebody very, very beautiful who you are going to have a conversation with on the 5th of April. And that particular person is going to tell you something, some kind of message. That person is going to tell you something, some kind of message, like what you should kind of like really be consistent about, and what you should kind of invest as well in. And that in itself, it's really so important when it comes to your natural progress, when it comes to the change that you need to make, and most importantly, when it comes to an alteration that you need to make in order to kind of move away from instability in your life. Of course that you're going to find this extremely beneficial, because it's going to just make you feel so determined, like there is no tomorrow. It's bringing the whole new initiative into your life. It's bringing you strength and power in order to kind of overcome another quite big obstacle indeed here, which you are really going to do indeed. And you are gonna start becoming extremely creative here. You will see, my God, your energy is like changing. You're becoming really creative. You're becoming really optimistic. It's going to reflect on your energy and you're going to love it. And this in itself is going to be your sign that this is something that it's really kind of so influential when it comes to your life in the best possible way. This is something that you should do, because already you're feeling and you're knowing and you're fully aware of the fact how much your energy and your vibration is changing in the best possible way, because there is so much that is going to start unlocking within that was locked for a very, very long time, my gorgeous Cancerini, indeed. Okay, and also what else I was going to recommend you, my gorgeous Cancerini, look at this absolutely gorgeous Botswana agate pendant, absolutely beautiful. Please do get this. It's going to help you so much on so many different levels, my gorgeous Cancerini, especially for April, May, June. This is like a must, because Botswana agate pendant, it's for stamina, energy, confidence, vitality, strength. It's ridiculously helpful to bring information to the surface that's deeply rooted in our subconscious mind. You know how powerful is our subconscious mind, our third psychic eye. We have centuries and centuries and centuries of knowledge at the back of our mind. It's time to unlock it, and Botswana agate pendant will do just that. This gorgeous pendant comes with sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, my gorgeous Cancerini, you're also supporting my channel, so thank you very much. But also, if you know someone who can benefit from this, just buy them, get them, you know. The second important date, it's gonna be on the 11th of April. Of course that the 11th of April is going to be a big mama, because on the 11th of April, you know, you are gonna realize something so specific about yourself. You're gonna realize something so amazing about yourself. This is going to be a ridiculously powerful time of self-discovery, where you're going to realize some kind of desires here, and this in itself, it's really going to give you like kind of make you, this is going to make you aware of like other ideas, you know, that you are going to have so many ideas, and then what you're going to know that, you know, very very soon, those ideas that you are going to have on your mind, very soon you are going to become aware of the actual invitations and opportunities that are all going to lead towards you waking up and realizing, oh my god, this is my moment, this is my moment. But you're also going to realize exactly how much you've changed over the last year in the best possible way, how much you've changed, how much you grew, you know, and this is so important indeed. Okay, so the third important date, my gorgeous Cancerini, it's going to be on the 15th of April. Now, the 15th of April, you are really kind of going to have a control over a situation which was a kind of making you suspicious about things that you shouldn't have been suspicious about, but then again, at the same time, that was keeping in some kind of suspense. This in itself, it's all about you kind of having control over that, because you will know that there is an important compromise that you are going to need to make. And as soon as you make this important compromise on the 15th of April, you are going to come up with a very important conclusion here, which you're going to find extremely satisfactory, and it's almost immediate going to reflect on you, a kind of feeling inspired and even artistic, you know, because you will really decide here to how much you want to make a big change, which is going to reflect on your immediate environment. Something really big here you're gonna have for the first time ever in your life. There is a really massive change, an idea that you're gonna have, but this in itself, it's gonna require from you to do one of the biggest changes when it comes to your immediate environment. Whether you will decide to change everything, go for it. April is absolutely the right time. Do you know what I mean? So whether you're going to decide to change everything, redo everything, go for it if you can do it. Or whether you're going to decide to like kind of suddenly you will want to move away and make a big move. However, whatever comes to you, if you can do it, just go for it. Because you are going with this natural flow, which at the same time eventually just always makes you more powerful, because you are listening to your soul, you're listening to your spirit, and that way you make the most in life. That means that there is something else that you are going to realize about yourself throughout that process indeed. And also, my gorgeous Cancerini, when it comes to the 15th of April, it's like basically you are really going to be disappointed with a certain person here. It's like, my goodness, you're going to be so disappointed with a certain person here, which is almost going to make you a little bit unhappy. This is to do with a very, very bitter experience. So on the 15th of April, you're also going to have a quite bitter experience, because you are going to be disappointed by somebody so much, because you're going to think how unfair someone is. And then this is to do with a little disappointment. But then again, do you know what? You're going to realize something very specific here. What not to do in the future, who to not to hang around with, you know, in the future. And at the same time, it's going to open your eyes, and you know, there is some kind of lesson that you're learning here, because you will know now at this moment in time. The bottom line is you are going to learn an important lesson here, to not to follow old ways, because it's going to make you unhappy. So you are gaining something and getting something through this experience, which is actually going to be quite beneficial for you indeed. And now, my gorgeous Cancerini, I'm going to show you this as well, solar quartz. Absolutely beautiful. Look at this solar quartz. That's another pendant I'm highly recommending you. This solar quartz, it enhances energy, it brings emotional strength and uplift with great power. It improves connection to spirit, which is brilliant. It really makes you aware of the signs that you wouldn't normally kind of become aware of. It makes you like more open-minded towards the signs, towards the sacred indications, not only to see them but also to understand them, because when you wear this you become very deep spiritually. So especially when it comes to reading the signs and knowing which steps do you need to make based on those signs, no matter how weird, strange, unusual or beautiful they are. This gorgeous solar quartz pendant comes with sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, you also support my channel as well. The last important date is going to be on the 27th of April. I mean, this is brilliant, because this is all about growth. This is all about growth through your own hard work. But most importantly, it's to do with a significant progress. You are really going to have a significant progress in your life. On the 27th of April, you're going to feel so pleased with yourself, so proud of yourself. People who know you are going to be so proud of you, and you're going to feel so proud with yourself as well. You've done something amazing here in order to have this progress, an incredible progress, and that in itself is going to allow you to really kind of think about your development and make an important decision. And you will know that an important decision that you're gonna make, it's more about you knowing how you can really come up with a new plan. It's to do with something that you kind of maybe started, or you wanted to start in the past, or you were thinking about starting. So that's why I'm saying so strongly. However, it's time to come up with a new plan, how to make yourself more happy, how to live more fulfilled life, what to do in order to make yourself more optimistic, and to live your life to the fullest. This is important, because it's not only about coming up with a new plan, which is going to give you so much confidence. It's going to put you in a stage of like, oh my God, but you're going to start becoming so excited about your future. And I know that you're going to be thinking a lot about June 2023. This is going to have a mind-blowing connection with June 2023. And I know June is going to be on your mind quite a lot, because June already, by the end of June 2023, you're already going to see the results from this. Indeed, let alone what is actually going to happen later. This is the time when you're about to release yourself from bondage. This is the time when you're going to be able to understand things that you never understood about yourself and about your life, looking at a bigger picture, because you are most certainly, most importantly, reaching towards enlightenment. Indeed. Okay, so now, my gorgeous Cancerini, I'm just going to shuffle these tarot cards, and I'm going to see what is going to happen to those of you in relationships. Okay, so I'm just going to shuffle these cards, and I'm going to see what is going to happen to those of you in relationship. Look at this big, massive victory. This is brilliant. This you as the couple are going to have a massive victory when it comes to the month of April 2023. And this massive victory that you are going to have precisely, it's going to be absolutely evident in between the 11th and the 21st of April 2023. And this victory, it's like, oh my God, this is going to make you feel so good, both of you. And it's also going to make you feel so proud of yourself, because after that moment in time, you know, there is going to be a really, really swift change. My gorgeous Cancerini, when it comes to the couples, you are pretty much so gonna be able to understand that now you are really going to find yourself on such an important path, and you will see that something mind-blowing is going to happen by the end of this month. You are both gonna have a really mind-blowing experience, which is gonna make aware both of you that there is so much more to life, but most importantly, it's going to give you an absolutely mind-blowing something to think about. And what's going to happen to you when it comes to that experience is really going to change your life, because you're going to feel something that you haven't felt in a long time, both of you. And that in itself is going to show you the way, how you want your life to be, how you want your life to live, how you want to live your life. It's brilliant. So someone is really going to motivate you so much, so beautifully, to do something enormous. So you are going to decide like something really big. And I like this because the time is right, and this is really going to make you feel so much more happier. Intuitively, you will both know that you are doing the right thing here, indeed. And for those of you who are single, my gorgeous Cancerini, and for those of you who are single and ready to mingle, stranger in the night, Cancerini in the morning. Stranger in the night, a Cancerini in the morning. Stranger in the night. Who is this person in my bed? No, I'm joking. Who is this person? No, I'm joking. Well, so now my gorgeous Cancerini, let's just focus on those of you who are single. What is the month of April going to bring? You see this? See this? I think that there is someone really beautiful who is actually about to walk into your life, my gorgeous Cancerini, when it comes to the month of April. For those of you who are single and ready to mingle, if you are really ready to mingle, this means that a really big wish is actually going to come true when it comes to someone very special coming into your life. But it's not only about that. What you're going to feel from the beginning of April is going to be absolutely mind-blowing. From the beginning of April, you will see that something is changing within you. If you were ready to find someone, you weren't ready like how you are going to be ready now. Because now suddenly you are going to feel good, you are going to look good, you are going to be shining really brightly. There are people who are very close to you that are going to be telling you, oh my God, you look different, you look amazing, you're shining brightly, what have you done? Well, this is a clear sign and indication that something is changing within. Your energy is growing, your energy is rising, you know, and that in itself, it's also gonna kind of like make you be noticed by the people who you want to be noticed by. And you will notice that throughout April there is so much of like confidence that you're going to get and gain. There's so many people that are going to be noticing you, and this is going to be so superb when it comes to your confidence. I'm not saying that you need confidence, but it's absolutely going to be absolutely perfect when it comes to you. So you are going to be enjoying yourself throughout this month indeed. But also pay attention when it comes to attention from people, like hello darling. But also like some people are going to give you attention, and you're going to feel like, oh my God, somebody so gorgeous is giving me attention. That's how you're going to feel. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying you're not gorgeous, but you're going to feel like, oh my God, like this is amazing. So you're going to have lots of fun throughout the actual April, and you are really going to have so many ideas where to go and what what to do, but there is someone very special who is about to enter your life, enter your spiritual journey, someone remarkable. There is someone who you're going to come up, someone who you're going to meet, and the conversation is going to be mind-blowing. You're going to realize very, very soon that you are sharing something from your past, from a long time ago, which is going to put you even closer together. Okay, so this is important, and with this one, things are going to go slow, you know, one step at a time. And when it comes to relationship, it's important to start the actual relationship from the beginning and work your way in a normal way up, rather than starting relationship at the end, if you know what I mean. Because if you start relationship at the end, which what sometimes people do, there is no way back, no way going, no way forward if you start at the end. You see what I mean? If you know what I mean. So it's important to start gradually. So this is exactly what is going to happen here. And if you don't meet anybody, don't worry about it, because April, May and June are going to be absolutely super significant. So it doesn't matter if that person doesn't appear this month. Don't worry, they are coming. But the most important thing is that this is a strong sign, an indication for you that now this part of your life, it's about to continue, and you are gonna have so much fun. Okay, my gorgeous Cancerini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Okay, I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, psychic medium. Love you. Bye.